Hello everyone, I am Vaishnavi. In this video, I will discuss on the topic Preamble of the Indian Constitution. This video will be helpful to the students who are pursuing law. So, before understanding the preamble of the Indian Constitution, let us understand what is Constitution. So, a constitution means a document having a special legal sanctity which sets out the framework and principal function of the organ of the government. Now, let us understand the preamble. The question arises, what is the purpose of preamble? The purpose of the preamble is to clarify first who has made the constitution, second, what is the source of the preamble, third, what is the nature of the polity which is sought to be established by the constitution, fourth, what is the ultimate sanction behind it, and fifth, what are its goals and objectives. Thus, the preamble gives direction and purpose to the constitution. It outlines the objective of the whole constitution. It serves several important purposes. For example, first, it contains the enacting clause, which brings the constitution into force. Second, it declares the right and freedom which the people of India intended to secure to all its citizens. Third, it declares the basic type of government and polity which is sought to be established in the country. And fourth, it throws light on the source of the constitution, that is the people of India. Our preamble starts with "We, the people of India." This put forwards that sovereignty lies in the people, or we can say that the constitution has not been imposed on them by any external authority, but it is the will of the Indian people themselves. Thus, the source of the constitution are the people themselves, from whom the constitution derives its ultimate sanction. With regard to the nature of Indian polity, the preamble of the constitution declares India to be a sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic, and republic. Now, let us understand the term sovereignty. The term sovereign means that India is subject to no external authority and the state has power to legislate on any subject in conformity with constitutional limitations. The next word is socialist. The word socialist was not there originally in the preamble. It was added to the preamble by the 42nd Amendment of the Constitution in 1976. Thus, the concept of socialism has not been made explicit or specific earlier. The term socialist has not been defined in the Constitution, but Honorable Supreme Court has referred to the concept of socialism in number of decisions. In D.S. Nakara versus Union of India, AIR 1983 Supreme Court, it has held that the principal aim of socialism is to eliminate inequality of income and standard of life and to provide a decent standard of life to the working people. The next word is secular. The word secular was also not originally present in the preamble. It was added by the 42nd Amendment 1976. Secular state means that there is no official religion in India, or we can say there is no state recognized religion. Thus, the state is enjoined to treat all religions and religious sects equally. In Keshav Nanda Bharti versus State of Kerala, AIR 1973 Supreme Court, and S.R. Bommai versus Union of India, AIR 1994 Supreme Court, Honorable Supreme Court declared that secularism is the basic feature of the Indian Constitution. Now, let us understand the word democratic. The term democratic means that India has a responsible and parliamentary form of government which is accountable to an elected legislature. In S.R. Bommai versus Union of India, AIR 1994 Supreme Court, the Supreme Court declared democracy as the basic feature of the Constitution. Lastly, let us understand the word republic. The term republic denotes that the head of the state is not a hereditary monarch but an elected functionary. For example, India is a republic country as the president is an elected head. Thus, the question had arisen whether the preamble is the part of the constitution or whether it can be amended. Thus, in Keshav Nanda Bharti vs. State of Kerala, AIR 1973 Supreme Court, Chief Justice Sikri observed that the preamble is the part of the constitution. The court held that the preamble of the constitution is of extreme importance and the constitution should be read and interpreted in the light of the preamble. That means if any ambiguity arises in the provision of the constitution, then the provision should be read and interpreted in the light of preamble. The court further held that the preamble can be amended without altering the basic structure of the constitution. I hope the listeners will benefit from this video. If you like the video, give a thumbs up. Thank you.
दोस्तों, यदि ये वीडियो आपको पसंद आता है तो आप इसे थम्स अप दें, इस चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करें और बेल बटन भी दबा दें ताकि आगे आने वाला वीडियो जो है आप तक पहुंच जाए। और एक और बात जो सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट है, इस वीडियो को अपने आसपास के लोगों में शेयर करें। शेयर करने का पैसा नहीं लगता, उनकी जानकारी कुछ बढ़ेगी, उनका लीगल एक्यूमेंट स्ट्रेंथन होगा और मेरा भी हौसला अफजाई होगा। तो चलिए किसी और वीडियो पे मिलते हैं, तब तक के लिए नमस्कार, जय हिंद।